phone tell my direct location, where I was, what y'all know how the police play. If I come back, they don't want these phones on all that. Stop playing me, ain't no Ricky to me on dead, what? Now the girl still outside 45 minutes, they gonna be still sitting outside for the messages. See what the girl saying, ask her what they doing. Man, somebody called that girl outside. She got all that, put my name in it. Doing all that, you talk about a bando, in about a project. Well, you know how far I was? You know why I stayed there last night? Every time I go to sleep, y'all playing, I'm trying to get you in. Just chill, man. Stop bringing me up on live internet. If I did something, the police that had me in handcuffs came and got me for that mug shot y'all seen. Well, for the receivers, they came straight to my house. They see that all that looking for the folks know if I did it, just like they know what anybody else do. I was gonna ping all that. You think I'd be on live and if I, what the hell feel me? I'd be signing some shit. Oh God. Police come get you for anything else. What they can't got? Stop playing with me, man. About that petty boy. All talking about youngster. Keep saying my name. If I did, the police would have came and got me. Don't they come get you for everything else? Can't they tell where you was any other time? Y'all know somebody did. I would have deactivated all that. Somebody trying to put it on somebody else. I ain't trying to put it on you. Stop trying to put it on me. I don't even got that type of time on my hand, girl. Stay with me about this girl. It's on live talking. Oh God, we just on live talking. If you seen the live, you know that that's serious. Somebody, you got some messages. But they called me on news. Bro, before they even hit the internet, Lil J called me on my mama. Lil J called me. Talking about the girl shot it. Oh, you did? We like, you see we in the house.
I hope my son don't ever get on live talking about on my mama. I'm gonna be in the comments like, boy. Put it on your daddy, okay? Leave me out. I ain't got time for this. I got the type of cousins, they will hit me up like, your son is on live right now, putting everything on you.
My sister, like when she's arguing with her boyfriend, she's like, on my mom, on my dad, on my nana, on my sister. I'm like, don't bring me into this.
Okay, don't do that.
Don't bring Nana into this.
Okay, don't bring her into it either. Okay.
Don't bring her into this.
They really kill me with that. Oh my, such and such grave. No. Knowing you lying. Stop.
That's what I'm saying. This girl got shot outside the car. Even with that bitch shot tonight, that's what's up close to personal. Somebody hate that girl come back outside, man. Stop playing on me like y'all dumb. Oh no. That girl had a champ, you know. Stop playing on me. Do that to that girl. I don't even know what this girl saying. I'm stupid. You know now, who's just making up? Everything he said, he just making up. Oh no. That's what I said. Hey, Twin. That's why I said a bando by Gay City. Right. You said what? We was in the bando by Gay City when we was on live this morning. Well, you know what we was? Man. You know what we was? Man, stop playing on me, man. Bring the towels out. That's what I'm saying. Towel the phone. Towel the phone, man. Towel the phone. Towel the phones, man. Bro, I never said once I was in Atlanta. What I'm talking about? When I said I was in Atlanta. Who else heard me say
Man, I said that.
Who else heard me say I was no fake page comment on blood. Somebody else on the line who heard me say I was in. Why I never once said I was in no fake.
And the third murder happened on April 9, 2024. Anthony Love, 44 years old. He was a dad, a UPS worker for over 20 years. He was also connected to the guy who we covered just 2 days ago, who unfortunately lost his life while inside the mall. Roughly a dozen shots rang out in the parking lot at the customer care center and distribution warehouse on Inglewood Lane shortly after 6 p.m. And the sad part is 2 of the 3 murders we just discussed was at their jobs.
Good morning, everyone. everyone. I am Sergeant Laquita Wade, Public Information Officer with the Birmingham Police Department's Public Information Division, and we would like to thank you all for joining us this morning as Interim Chief Michael Pickett makes a major announcement. First, you will hear from Chief Pickett, and then you will also hear from Mayor Randall Woodfin. When
I
the
am in
is
Phoenix,
done,
Arizona.
we will have
Where you
several,
at?
just a few questions and answers. Please limit your questions to the topics that we will discuss this morning. Thank you. Chief Pickett.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, welcome in. Thank you for
I serve as
watching.
the Interim Chief of Police for the Birmingham Police Department. When I
Oh,
was appointed to this
California.
role,
Awesome. You're right
one of my
next
top
door.
priorities was to get our homicide detectives equipped with every tool that they needed to be able to investigate all murders, especially egregious murders like the ones we're going to discuss today. I wanted those to be able to be solved so that the families, the victims' families, can have that one step closer toward closure. That being said,
Thank you.
the Birmingham Police Department has obtained warrants in a major homicide case that has caused the victims' families tremendous pain and suffering and sorrow to the city of Birmingham. On Wednesday, July 12th, 2023, an unknown suspect
No, my hands don't hurt.
entered the open bay of Fire Station 9 in Norwood. He was armed with a weapon. He shot 2 Birmingham firefighters. Firefighter Jordan
And I've been
Nelson
braiding a long
and
time,
Sergeant
guys.
Jamal Jones. They were both critically injured during this horrific crime. Both firefighters were transported to UAB for treatment, where they received life-saving measures. Tragically, 5 days later, Jordan Milton succumbed to his injuries. 22-year-old Damian
I decided that I want to
Daniel,
get LASIK
Fairfield,
surgery.
Alabama, has been charged
What you think about
with capital
LASIK?
murder of a first responder and attempted murder
Like, you heard any
of a second
stories?
firefighter.
Not like personal stories.
It has been
Yeah.
17 months since the tragic incident
The only
occurred,
thing that I have heard like
and we empathize
consistently
with
is like
families
you
that have
don't
been
get
affected.
fully
Like, full 2020. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. When I was doing my research, they said that you're not, especially with like older age, like with me, like about to be 45, they said that I would still have to wear like reading glasses sometimes, like maybe. But they said for the most part, it'd be way better than, like, I'm blind. Like, I can't see nothing without these glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have to wear glasses like on the regular or while driving, but maybe like as I get older, like for reading and stuff like that. But they also said that's like a case by case basis too.
Yeah.
I know that's not bad. I think I'm gonna do that for myself, for real. I think that's gonna be like a gift to myself. You know what I mean? Cause like I'm getting my braces off in a couple months, and then I feel like I don't want no glasses either.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel that.
well, you ain't better tell me nothing at that point. But I'm like, that would be good for my 45th to like not have braces no more and not have glasses.
Were you never like a contacts?
I used to wear like colored contacts and stuff. I used to have fun with it, but it's just a lot of work. You know what I mean? Because you gotta. It's not a whole lot of work, but you still gotta get up. You still gotta put them in the morning, and I can't see, so it's like I would have to take them out at night, and then I gotta wear my glasses on the nighttime. So I would need contacts and glasses. You know what I mean? So.
You can't sleep with them.
Exactly.
My contacts always get dry too.
Yeah, my eyes get really dry, especially here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just pain sometimes.
It
You
is.
just want to take a nap.
Exactly.
You gotta get up, take out your contacts.
Do all that. And I just, I want to live wild and free
Yeah.
His co-defendant,
with no glasses. Look, that's my definition of living wild and free.
McDaniel is currently incarcerated in the Alabama Department of Corrections on a probation revocation out of Bessemer. McDaniel currently has 4 murder cases, 1 intentional murder case pending.
Oh yeah, I've seen those gadgets that braid for you. I'm not into all that. I'm old school, so I just braid regular. I don't need no gadget to do it for me. Cause I would hate if the hair gets caught in that gadget. Now what? Are you about to sue me because I'm doing the gadget on your hair or what? And if that's the case, just do it yourself then. Eventually they'll be back to the braiders. Yeah, her hair is very long and pretty. Thank you guys. They say your hair is long and pretty. I'm definitely gonna post a reel and say Miracle Knots on long hair, because you know how they always be like, finally somebody with long hair, because you only see like 1 or 2 people, you know, with long hair.
Yeah.
You always see the short hair. Yeah.
From Mayor Woodson.
Good morning, everyone, and I want to start by thanking Chief Michael Pickett, as well as Deputy Chief Brown of the Birmingham Police Department.
They said these braids are small. These braids are not small.
The main thing, the main responsibilities I have as mayor is to make sure.
Now, if you had small braids, yeah, it would take 6 hours. You know, for sure.
In this case, nothing's more important for our protectors having every single resource made available to them.
I feel like it's good timing.
What's happened over the last year and a half has been horrific.
Because we started at like 1:30. It's almost 5:30 now.
And taking away the
It's like 4 hours, maybe like 5 hours.
Jordan Milton
But for your hair length, it's very good.
and Mia Nixon. And you add on the fact that Jamal Jones' life was changed as well in the most dramatic way possible. I want to extend my heartfelt
Doing it yourself, it probably would
for
take you
Chief Pickett,
3 days.
for all of the Deputy Chief Brown for not letting up, for keeping their foot all the way down on the gas
Nah,
pedal,
you'll get it done in
doing
a shift,
everything they can to
in a
bring
work
justice
shift.
to these families. I have spent countless amount of time with Miss Rochelle, Jordan's mother, Mr. Nelson, his father, and their extended family. I have Chief Moon standing here. This ripped through the fire and rescue service like no other thing has happened since my time as mayor. It was important to bring justice, not just to this family, but to let our firefighters know that we had their back and front, and we were not going to rest until this person was held accountable and brought to justice. But Andrew Love Jr. did not deserve to die at his place of work either. And Mia Nixon didn't deserve to die simply by being at home. And Jamal Jones didn't deserve to be assaulted the way he was as well, being at his place of work. My message is very simple. To all of these victims' families, we are still in lockstep with you, not just through our prayers and thoughts, but through bringing justice. But my message is also to all those other families out there who have lost a loved one. Our detectives continue to be locked in.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Literally looking under
Stay
every
safe
rock,
out there.
to bring justice and bring formal charges for those who have taken other loved ones as well in the city. As Chief Pickett said, I want to thank all the partners who made this day happen. And as mayor, we'll continue to do everything we can to make the city safer. Thank you.
Do we have any questions?
Don't forget to subscribe so you can come back when I'm live again.
That this was a murder for hire. In these cases, if someone hired Daniel and Nance, what charges or if any are being brought against the person who was involved in this murder for hire?
So these are some more complex type of investigations, if you will.
So we're continuing to investigate that. But you could look at the possibility of conspiracy to commit murder. They can also be charged with the murder as well in some form of
He
conspiracy.
fine.
So we still an ongoing investigation.
Baby, where you at? Alabama. Wow. That is a good looking black man.
I'll say that we are continuing to investigate several murders. There's a possibility. We don't have any certain facts on that at this time, but we are continuing to investigate. So, we're walking down every lead. Of course, things take time. We have to develop every piece of evidence and make sure that we walk down essentially every aspect of it to make sure that, because what we aim for is a conviction. We just don't want to have a person charged. We want to make sure that when they go to court, that there's a conviction. This person remains behind bars. So we do very detailed investigations, which at times we have to be slow and methodical because they're more complex. And with these murder for hire situations, criminals are, they're trying to be more savvy these days. But the thing is, there's no perfect crime. And our jobs in local, state, and federal law enforcement is to figure out where they slipped up. That's our job. So at times it takes a little bit more time to get that done, but we never stop working.
Yeah, that's the plus by getting it done by a braider, right? You get the straight parts and stuff. That's the plus with it.
This was Lil Wayne had meant when he made the song Stunned Like My Dad. Been around for the DC Sniper, with Muhammad, and the stepson. If everything BPD is accusing,
did you do yours yourself?
As well as his dad history is true. They might outtop them and just
please do. I love having you here.
In 14 months, but just wait to see how this play out. Everybody we talked about and affected due to this story, we send 11 prayers you guys wait. It's time for you guys to let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. You're talking about a man who went on a spree like this. Not to mention they said he wounded over 30 after the demise of his good friend, White Boy Spin, who was allegedly set up. We also did that story. I'll leave the link in the bio. But talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
plus the cost of the hair.
I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Hey, y'all know this man? No, I don't know. I saw him.
Yes, there's another live from the other day where I did some on 4C here. So you may want to go back and check that one out for sure. Learn some different techniques with it. But I'm happy to teach you.
So you told the guys you don't know this vehicle or you don't know this individual.
In the days that followed, detectives would uncover an extensive list of suspects, each with their own dark motive.
You have been like 15% truthful since we sat down here. Everything else you told me is bullshit. Either you are a cold-blooded murderer or this was self-defense. So which happened in the car?
But when they finally catch a solid lead,
yeah, it's called Miracle Knots. It's kind of like boho braids without the knotless braids.
At 11:57 a.m. on December 6th, 2020,
yeah, that's what it is. Just like boho.
Virginia received harrowing calls from residents in a trailer park neighborhood.
I'll like 911 with the address of your emergency.
Hey, I'm out here, Gibberbrook, it's a car out here, it's the person in the car, and I'm not on the window. They didn't move, and the car has been running all night.
And there is a male or female?
I'm thinking it's a male. Yeah, so I got a car, and these gentlemen saying, how long you been running? Just like 1 o'clock this morning.
Still in the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is he awake now?
$150.
No, he might be dead. Looks like blood or something on the shot jacket. Hey, buddy, wait. He's stiff right here.
Okay, so has he got the door open?
Yeah.
And he's cold to the touch?
Yeah.
Huh? Could be a murder scene
plus
or
the
something
price
like
of the
that.
hair.
Don't do anything.
They can either get the hair themselves
The call
or
is both shocking
they
and
can get it through
alarming,
me,
hinting
but
at the
it'll
worst.
cost whatever it is.
Within moments, an aisle of white
Thank
deputies
you.
speeds to the scene.
We got a male subject cold to the touch inside Mustang. Someone drive, taking out that exam.
That's one. Hey, y'all know this man?
No, I saw him.
You know what I saw him?
2591 on drive.
Okay, who opened the door?
I did.
You did?
I touched it, just through the door there, and the glass, and I touched him.
Whose house is it? Whose house is this?
This is my house.
This is your house? You don't know
I have no idea.
him? Okay. I'm getting ready to back up real quick.
The officer approaches the vehicle and he sees the victim slumped in the driver's seat, his body hunched forward. When he reaches in, the skin is stiff, cold, and lifeless. There's no pulse. But what stands out is the sheer amount of blood, which is far too much for an accident or anything self-inflicted. In that moment, the officer realizes that this may not be a simple tragedy at all. It could be the beginning of a homicide investigation. EMS arrive on scene soon after.
Hey, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. He's been there for a while. He's slumped over at the wheel. I haven't done a whole lot. I ain't moving him around a whole lot. It looks like he just threw up for it. Something could be. I haven't really done around a lot.
Hey.
1227, thank you, sir.
With EMS confirming the victim is deceased, the officer immediately runs the license plate to identify who he is.
No, he doesn't live here. Have to get his, let me run him. I haven't ran him yet. I don't know if it's him or not, but see if I can get the picture real quick. I haven't seen any weapons yet. I haven't moved them around a whole lot yet either. I don't see any gunshot wounds or anything like that. Just looks like the blood is from throw up. Yep, yes ma'am. All the way, if you come in, turn left and just come straight to the back. Casey Cable, Oak Avenue.
Hi, welcome in. I am in Phoenix, Arizona.
C.
That's his first name.
Yes.
C-A-S-E-Y.
Yes, sir. And then C-A-G-L-E is his last name.
All right. You got a date of birth?
8/29/01.
I think that's a waste, isn't it?
What's that?
That's a waste, isn't it?
That's crazy.
While officers identify the victim as 19-year-old Casey Cagle, questions still hang heavy. The registered address on Casey's vehicle is in a neighboring county. Investigators must uncover how he ended up on this particular driveway, what he was doing in the neighborhood, and who he was moving. When officers pull Casey's body from the car, they notice a firearm tucked into his front waistband. It is holstered with a full magazine, clearly showing that it was never fired the night of Casey's murder.
I would think you got quite a bit, just, you know, right? If that's what he got from it.
But it's what officers see when they turn Casey's body over that sends a chill down their spine.
We'll get Casey laying somewhere though.
Officers discover a gunshot wound behind Casey's right ear, fired at point-blank range. The angle makes it clear that someone had to be sitting either behind or beside him in the car to pull the trigger.
Thank you, guys.
As they search the vehicle, their eyes fall on a single casing wedged between the passenger seat and the console. Officers now know that their priority is to find the person who pulled the trigger on Casey. To do this, They begin questioning witnesses and searching for any clues that might lead them closer to identifying a probable suspect.
Yeah, right. They told me what had happened.
No, I'd rather not, guys. Thank you.
Oh, I just got home.
It's only if
11 o'clock or so.
client wants to,
I don't
but
live here.
yeah,
I
you
went
don't
drop my rent
usually
check
do
off at
that.
the office. Okay. And came here to check on my tenant.
What time was that?
And then she wasn't, I just saw that matter.
Okay. Were you on the phone?
Huh?
Did you call 911?
Yeah, I called 911.
Okay.
They said they had called, but didn't have anybody or something.
Okay.
And he was across the street.
Yeah,
So what time did you walk down
me
this
too.
way?
12:40, so a couple minutes before you deceased or something.
Yeah, appears to be. Home last night.
Yeah, she's right there.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is a safe place.
It is.
See, it is a safe place. It just happens.
My phone
you
is
happen
on
to be
a
right
thing
there.
that's around my neck.
And I came over and did you hear anything?
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
The owner of the house tells officers that he has never seen Casey. Or
That's how I'm able to read the
parked in his
content
driveway.
and read the comments and braid at the same time
Could she have
without
known Casey
stopping
called
and
him to
doing
be-
other things.
So, you told the guys you don't know this vehicle or you don't know this individual? And what time did you notice the vehicle out there?
I didn't, when my landlord.
Thank you for selling. I appreciate you and your support.
And I looked out.
Take a message. I'll be free here in just a few minutes.
No. Do you have a dog?
I did.
What's her name?
Savannah.
Savannah. That's the only dog you have?
Yes.
Okay. So we're just trying to make sure that there is no relation between you or your daughter and him.
Daughter lives in Berkeley. Yep.
Sorry that you had to have this happen. We can't give you an answer, but we do not know why he's sitting in your driveway.
Was it, can I just, I know you can't tell me anything based on what the other man told me, but is it?
Should I be worried? I don't believe so.
Okay.
But just keep your eye open if you have, you know,
Yes,
any
I hope I
suspicions
feel
or.
like an idiot. I mean, because I didn't even notice this. I mean, I did hear, like I told the other officer last night, you know, a little bit of talk with the people across the street, but that's not unusual at all.
Landlord, does he check on you pretty regularly, or is that just an odd
He came
coincidence?
to pay the lot rent. He lives in Virginia Beach, so when he's out this way, you know, he'll stop.
Gotcha.
While the tenant denies knowing Casey and appears shaken by the incident, officers cannot rule out the possibility that her daughter might be connected to him. To follow this lead, they begin speaking with other residents in the neighborhood.
I saw that car has been running all morning.
What time did you first see it?
About 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? And, have you ever seen it before?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't seen her
Okay.
for a long time. She had a white car,
Uh-huh.
and then I thought she lived out.
Okay.
And then, one day I saw her daughter. I just met them once.
Okay.
And she's very sweet to stay away. And then, her daughter came with banging on the door, and I could just see she was at the door, and I just sees everything like that. And I think that car, a car was
Okay.
might have been that car.
How long ago was that?
Probably 3 or 3.
I thought you saw the car pulling last night?
Yeah, he pulled me. It was probably about 1 o'clock. And he he turned around down there. He pulled right in front of my driveway, a little in front of my car.
Uh-huh.
And
She just sat there for like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And if you back up, and you pull it over there, and the music's playing for a little bit, and you just start playing music, and you just sit there and sit.
Okay.
You know? I don't know. I've never seen it before.
So they heard her from before.
Yes.
Was music loud or?
Not really loud, but I could hear it. You know, I could tell you playing music.
What kind of music was it?
I'm not even sure. I could just like the beat to, you know, it's like that's what made me look out the window and see him out there.
After questioning the neighbors, officers uncovered no link between the tenant or her daughter and Casey. To be amply sure, investigators would later speak with the tenant's daughter.
So what's the last time you were at your mom's house? I know you told me, but I forget.
Yeah, it was November 30th.
Okay. Did you talk to your mom yesterday? After I talked to you?
No,
Alright. So she never told you anything about what happened in her driveway?
she did not.
Okay. Did you ever think of how you knew the guy named Casey Cable?
Like I said, I thought I recognized his name from here.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely have to see a picture of him actually.
Do you know this guy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, with the first you camera shot. Recognize him at all?
No, that's not the man I was thinking of.
It seems almost bizarre that Casey ended up exactly where he did. Investigators are left with chilling possibilities. Was someone inside the trailer park responsible for his death? Or was he killed elsewhere and left there with his car? The mystery surrounding Casey's homicide only deepens, and investigators start piecing together a timeline of his arrival at the trailer park. Investigators obtain surveillance footage from the trailer park and spend hours scouring it for any clue that might lead them to Casey's killer. But what they find only deepens the mystery. Investigators determined that Casey entered the neighborhood at around 9:20 p.m. on December 5th, the night of his murder. From the slow pace of his car, they assumed that he was searching for a specific address and was unfamiliar with the area. This almost rules out the possibility that Casey came there to meet someone who knew. To better understand Casey's life and relationships, investigators turn to his close family and friends, hoping that their insight might lead to new clues. They begin with Casey's mother, and what she tells them about his job gives the case a shocking new direction.
Casey have a job?
Not to my knowledge. He's always said that he's looking for work. He's gotten a few jobs, but then stuff. He never holds the job. But it's because he's got another source of income.
I understand that you made a statement that maybe he was dealing with some kind of drugs.
He was delivering that night.
Investigators discover from Casey's phone that 2 girls were supposed to meet him that night. Suspecting that they might have been planning to buy substances from him, investigators call them for questioning.
See, on Saturday night, right? You tried to video call him, correct?
Yeah, because he used to be kind of a friend of mine, kind of, sort of.
Okay. Was he supposed to come meet you that night?
No, not that I know
Well, who is Karma to you?
of. She's a friend of mine.
Okay, so I know that he was supposed to come meet you and Karma on Saturday night.
She lying.
Okay,
They set him up.
I texted him and said, Karma said come at 10 o'clock.
Set him up.
Alright.
And then robbed him.
Friend of mine.
Where was he supposed to meet
He ain't no
you
friend of yours.
Saturday night at 10 o'clock?
He was think. He was supposed to meet us at my friend Ashley's house.
Where does Ashley live?
Ashley, she lives in Black Creek Road. No, he was supposed to bring us food that night.
Was he supposed to bring you guys anything else? Listen, if he was supposed to bring you drugs, I need to know that, okay?
No, he wasn't supposed to bring us drugs that night. He was supposed to bring us food. Me and Connor were talking about McDonald's.
She is
He was supposed to meet you at 10 o'clock.
And that's just the time that we wanted it.
Okay.
After we ate dinner, because we didn't want turkey that they were cooking that night.
Okay. Did he answer the phone?
No, he stopped texting us like after 9, and like we figured like he went to bed or something, but then we were talking about it more, and we figured that he just passed away or something. But we don't know.
What?
Passed away.
Right, why would you think that?
He got in the car accident or something, but we didn't know because he stopped.
Why would you go straight to passed away? What?
I heard he was coming from Franklin, like the Franklin Sedley area.
He was coming from the Franklin Sedley area to come meet you guys?
Yeah. That's the last time we heard his location.
What was he doing in the Franklin Sedley area
I,
last time you talked to Mr. Cagle?
Saturday around like 1, because me and my friend were gonna get food for him.
Around 1 o'clock in the morning?
No, PM.
Okay.
But he was supposed to bring us food at night, but he never showed up, and he wasn't like texting us back or anything.
So were you with,
So he's a drug dealer, but he's bringing y'all food.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying the last time you actually texted him and heard back from him was 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
I'm not so sure if it was 1 o'clock, but I know like around that time, I believe. Or it was like nighttime, but I knew it was like not past 10 o'clock. Like that was like, because that's when he was supposed to bring us the food.
Wait, so you know it was, wait a minute, say that again?
Because he was supposed to bring us the food at 10 o'clock, and that's when he like stopped texting back at like 9. But like last time,
She sound nervous on the phone.
me, because I think I texted
So
him.
you were talking to him through Snapchat?
Yes.
When is the last, I need to know when the last time you received or sent a message to him on Snapchat, if it's still there.
I don't have a message no more because
Because you deleted
we got
them.
worried about him because like he wasn't texting us back, and we got like mad at him because he stood us up.
So you deleted them.
Like,
So you deleted the text messages and blocked him?
I just blocked him. I didn't delete the messages because like.
It's okay. Snapchat can pull it all up. It's not. It don't really disappear.
That night, and like deleted on him for hours, and he didn't text us back.
Okay, where was he going?
But you assumed he was dead, and you still was mad and blocked him? Okay.
We didn't like.
Weird.
I didn't tell him the food I wanted.
People don't think before they say stuff.
And so he's like, I don't care. I have money. We owe you.
With no new leads, investigators returned to Casey's mother's statement to get more information on this deal.
You know that? Because I talked to his girlfriend, and she said that he was supposed to make a delivery, and that he would, but that when he left, he said that he wasn't going to do it.
This prompts them to bring the girlfriend in for questioning to find out who Casey was supposed to meet that night and where.
When was the last time that you talked to Casey?
I think it was Sunday, the last time he called me, and so like I said, we were arguing, and I kept hanging up, he kept calling, and he kept hanging up too, but the last time he called, he told me, because actually he's supposed to do a delivery for somebody,
What kind of delivery?
because he sell marijuana and stuff, and he's supposed to see I think 2 people,
Okay.
but he's supposed to drive there, but we kept arguing because of this girl, but so I'm sorry. So when he called me, the last time he called me, he told me that he doesn't want to do it anymore. He's not in the mood, and so he called me and he said that he's not in the mood anymore.
Is that not in the mood to argue with you or not in the mood to sell drugs?
I guess both, because I guess I pissed him off, and I think I just made him like not in the mood for like delivering it, you know, meeting those 2 people. I don't know.
Did he say what the 2 people's names were?
I think I asked him, but I forgot the name.
Okay. Did you ask him on text message or did you ask him actually on the phone?
On the phone.
Okay.
Have you heard those names before? Have you ever mentioned those names before? Like he's delivered to them?
Yeah.
Did he say where he was supposed to make the delivery?
I think I asked him. No, actually, no, I didn't ask him that time because, like I said, we were arguing about this girl.
Okay.
Who was the girl y'all were arguing about?
The girl, I only know her name because I saw it on Snapchat. Her name is Amber.
Investigators now weigh 2 possibilities. Amber could be directly involved in Casey's murder, or given Casey's girlfriend's objections, she may have set him up out of spite and is now using Amber as a distraction. Either way, speaking with Amber becomes crucial. When investigators do bring her in for questioning, Amber's statement confirms their lingering suspicion.
he posted something, I swiped up on his story, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he just started like calling me just crazy stuff, and that wasn't like him. So I asked him, I said, "What is going on with you? What's wrong?" And he started texting me in like Spanish. Yeah. From Saturday, that's the only thing that I have saved, and he saved it. But it was just stuff like that he was texting me, and he just kept cussing me out. And then I stopped texting him, and a few minutes later, he texted me and said, "Sorry, that was my girl. She took my phone." And she said all that. She just questioned her girlfriend. I just had this really weird feeling. I think she could have said more, probably.
Despite Amber pointing the finger at Casey's girlfriend, investigators find no solid proof against her. With no clear suspects, detectives struggle to solve the case. Just then, DNA results from Casey's car come back, confirming that a second person was with him that night. When investigators run the sample through the system, it matches a man named Jalen Freeman. Investigators finally have a worthy breakthrough, and they share Jalen's details on social media. Soon, a tip comes in from someone who knows Jalen. The person reveals that Jalen was trying to flee town and had allegedly said, quote, "I killed that kid. I gotta move out of here." With the tipster's help, investigators soon locate Jalen.
Of course he did. Of course he said that.
Hey, how are you?
Investigators identify the house and prepare for confrontation.
I'm fine, how are you?
Come here now. Tell them it's a phone to go out here. Somebody deal with her, please. Interview her. Stay here. Tell them you go up here and post up the place, please. Yes, sir. Until we know for sure. When I see her picture, she got stuff in it. So I want to just make sure you were placed with us there. I need you to come out with your hands up. Right now. This is Virginia's next leg. It's a program, sir. You need to come out with your hands up. Do it now. Where's the police in the K out? Come down the block. Come on, celebrate with your hands up. Hands up. Crawl towards me. Crawl towards me. You're going to get bit. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, turn around.
She crying already. She guilty. She know what they did.
Got hands? All right, you got hands? Hey, you got hands out? Anybody else? Back out. Come through. Back it out. Building. Back out. Put your hands behind your back. Is anyone else in the building? No, sir. Able to get out? They're coming. I have no idea. Is this car?
As officers sweep the apartment, they don't find the murder weapon or anyone else linked to the case.
5.5 hours, I would say, because we've already been braiding about 4 hours and 15 minutes. And then I still have to just the other side, but. So.
Alright, I'm going. Go down.
However, they uncover a phone linked to Jalen hidden behind a wall panel. The device confirms that Jalen was one of the last people to message Casey while he was still alive. Back at the station, investigators start talking to Jalen.
So listen, man. I think you know why you're down here. Okay. There's a couple different sides to every story. All right. Tonight.
Oh, thank you
you're
so
in the
much.
spotlight,
I
man.
appreciate
We
you.
want to hear your story. We want to hear your side to the story. Okay. I know that you know Casey Cagle. Okay. I know that you were there that night. All right. We're going to Southampton. Just Riverdale. Went to Riverdale together? Okay. Like third, fourth grade. That was about it. All right.
Thank you.
So we don't get confused. Talking about December the 5th? It was two Saturdays ago, right? That's the day we're talking about when we talk about Saturday. Okay. So, did you talk to Casey earlier in the day on Saturday?
Oh, you know when I talk to him, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what time I talk, bro.
Okay. Why was Casey in the park?
What you say?
Why was Casey in Beaverbrook?
Bro wanted to smoke.
Who's bro?
Casey.
So he wanted to smoke with you? Okay. So, did he call you and say, hey, I would be out in Beaverbrook, or did you call him and say...
He hit me up. What did he hit me up?
And said, I'm trying to smoke with you.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm in Beaverbrook?
Mm-hmm.
He knew you were in Beaverbrook, man?
I told him I was in Beaverbrook.
Okay. The DNA is all over that car. You just told me you were in the car. Okay. The time I know you were in the car, Casey was killed, man. Okay, so two things happened in that car.
You said,
Okay, here's two things. First thing is, like I told you, I know Casey deals drugs. Okay? We both know Casey carries a gun. It's no secret. We both know that, right? You know Casey carries a gun. You've seen him with a gun before.
Yeah, I seen him with a gun that one time.
Okay, you saw him with a gun. So, Casey carries a gun. So two things happen. Either y'all have a disagreement, he tries to pull a gun on you and you shoot him, or you shoot him to rob him and take money and drugs. Okay? So one of them is self-defense. One of them makes you a murderer. Right. Okay? So those are the only two options that happen in that car. Right. All right. I know that's a lot to say, okay? I know it's a lot to say that you shot a guy, okay? But I gotta know what happened in that car, okay? Because the story you're telling me that you got in the car, y'all bullshitted back and forth, he tried to offer you weed, and you left, and he left in the car, that doesn't fly, man. I got too much evidence saying that didn't happen, okay? So I need to know what happened in that car. Either you are a cold-blooded murderer, or this was self-defense. So, which happened in the car?
Detectives attempt to bait Jalen with this tactic, hoping that he will wreck him.
Definitely bait.
Instead,
When they try to say, oh, we know you probably was in a situation where you had to defend yourself.
I didn't want to see something, but it is what it is. Look, bro really wanted me to got some weed. For real.
Casey. Okay, we know he's good.
He wanted me to got some weed straight up.
Okay.
No, bro. Not bad gas. Not bad gas.
Bad shit? Is it bad stuff?
No, I just ain't with a bag.
Okay.
The person you're talking about.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, God is good, and He has blessed me with some hands, okay? But I'm very thankful every day.
You know? So, what's up? What do you mean? Like, what you talking about, bro?
Okay.
You waste my time. Why you waste my time? Because.
Hey guys, welcome in. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you supporting my channel.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not about to buy this for this price.
Sure.
Then just one for done. Straight up.
Okay.
Except this one, then was waste. Bro. Can I leave now? I'm about to just go ahead and go. Nah, I need that money.
4 hours so far.
What do you need money? Nah. You're not getting none of my money. I'm not about to spend this on you. For real. He tried to reach. Me for real. He tried to reach. I already knew you had a pistol.
Sure.
He tried to reach. I do have I don't have my own pistol, but I seen that he reached for his pistol and I pulled my hands out.
Okay.
I told him, no, bro, don't go there. Really, don't go there. Please don't.
Okay. Then what happened?
He was like, nah, I was like, it was, you be real, it's too fast. Like, as soon as I talk,
Yeah.
he still reaching.
Okay.
I mean, let off 2 shots.
You fired 2 shots? Okay. Did you hit him with both shots? Just hit him with one? Where did you hit him?
Like right here. God, I ain't gonna count. I drew. I had my pistol like open. I had my pistol open.
Okay.
Are you left-handed or right-handed? No, I'm right-handed.
Okay. So you got your pistol, one hit. He's reaching for his. You draw your pistol.
Investigators know that Jalen is lying because when they found the firearm on Casey, it was still holstered and untouched. The idea that Casey drew the weapon and then somehow placed it back before being shot is nearly impossible.
You carrying dirty, like,
Okay.
Sit right here.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you don't got no holster.
Did you have your gun in the holster?
No.
You just had it.
Open carry pocket.
What kind of gun did you have? What kind of? You see that black mark around the hole? You know what that means? That means that gun barrel. If that
Touching
gun
his
barrel
head.
was off his skin more than 6 inches, that black ring is out there. That gun that is pressed up against his head when you pull the trigger. You know what that sounds like to me?
He turned his head.
You know what that sounds like to me?
Pushed it.
It sounds like robbery, bro.
Yeah.
It sounds like straight up robbery. So you can sit here and you can lie to me, and I can put that shit for you. You think any jury in Iowa White County is gonna believe that you didn't rob this man? Because when I put that picture up on a jury and say, he's a cold-blooded killer. He robbed this man for some weed. Some shit that's about to be legal in the state of Virginia.
That part.
We're talking about weed and a little bit of money. That's cold-blooded murder. Okay, you can't tell me what a gun is to prove otherwise, and you can't tell me, look, I didn't mean to rob him.
It feels so good, huh? The hair feels good. Yeah. I love Y wigs. They have the best hair so far. Yeah.
Jalen's a cold-blooded killer, smoked him for some weed and took his weed, and they ain't gonna want to hear a word you say because they're just gonna
Is that the hair you use as well?
Yep, for mine. Yeah. And like whenever I order hair for clients, that's where I typically get it from.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have like a merchant account with them where they give me like a discount. So that's why I'm able to get it for like the $150, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you order it on the site, it's like a little bit more than that. It's like close to $200. So I just get it for my clients for the same price that I pay for it. Yeah. Yep.
If you know he's got it, how you know he's stolen?
But yeah, they're really fast and they deliver through FedEx, which I've had better experiences with FedEx than UPS. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. It's just like weird, right? Yeah. It'll say like gonna be there by Friday, and then before you know it, like it won't say a date anymore, and then you're like, what?
Yeah, I definitely trust FedEx. Their tracking.
Yes. Yeah, it's like right on point, right? Mm-hmm. Yep, same thing. And YG wigs, they deliver through UPS. And it took like 6 days last time I ordered from them. I had to push clients back because I didn't get the hair on time. Yeah. But when I order from Y Wigs, I'm able to like really schedule people right on time because it always shows up right, you know, when it says it's supposed to.
It's consistent.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay? It's not fair to him. This man.
And it's like, I don't know, I just feel like FedEx, they like pay attention more to like the apartments and everything. Cause like I live in an apartment and like they know that like, okay, they can only deliver this when the office is open. So they come during those hours. They're not like FedEx, they'll come like 7 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, and they'll say, oh, we got to try again tomorrow. And it's like, you should know that apartment complexes, they're not going to be open at 7 a.m. So it's kind of like just, you know, the care that they put into like knowing their service areas and stuff. But
that's how you keep customers too. Like
Yeah.
consistency, especially when it comes to delivering, because
Yeah.
you want somewhere that you know is going to deliver at a certain
Mhm.
in a certain amount of days,
Exactly.
because you're betting on that. Especially since
Mhm.
you said like you don't like you buy like you get the hair pretty much
Per order, yeah,
yes, yeah,
and not ahead of time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't shoot. Nobody lets you shoot. Straight up. That gun is, like I said,
Thank you.
it's crazy, but you got a lot to lose.
How do you feel about people using like synthetic for these
I don't agree, but because synthetic, you can't wash it, and doing too much is going to make it matted. Like if it's synthetic hair, like wetting it and putting product on it, yeah. Synthetic is going to matte eventually. But human hair is so easy to take care of. And if it does start to matte, it's easy to get it out of that state. You know what I mean? It's easy to bring it back by brushing it and wetting it and putting leave-in conditioner. And it's so easy, you know?
And it's reusable too. I mean,
And it's
I wouldn't really
reusable.
expect that from synthetic.
From synthetic hair, exactly. That's how I feel about it. Somebody commented on my TikTok and said that on a video because somebody asked me, can you do this style with synthetic hair? And I was like, that's up to you. Like, to each his own. You know, if you want to try it out, then try it out. I have nothing against any of that. You know what I mean? But I couldn't tell you how you're going to take care of it and be able to like reuse it. Or I guess if it's synthetic, you're only going to pay $5 a pack, so you don't really care about reusing it, right? So I guess if that's the route you want to go. Exactly. So I guess by all means.
By the way, if you're finding this video interesting, everybody, please do us a favor. Make sure to hit like.
Yeah, but somebody commented on there and said, I did this style with synthetic and it was fine. I was like, okay, like to each his own. Hey, ain't nobody knocking you over here.
For me, I wouldn't want to chance it. You know, especially like for the time it takes, and I mean, I don't know how to. I don't even know how to do my hair. You know, so I wouldn't even want to.
Yeah.
Like
risk it. Yeah. Yeah. And plus, if you want anything that's like similar to your own natural hair, then you want to go with human hair. I mean, we spend the same amount of money on bundles, right? So it's like, why not get the human hair option? Some people want to be cheap and want to go the cheap route, and then those would be the same people saying, don't get that style because the hair gets matted and this and that. And it's like, okay, well, you use synthetic hair.
Right.
Here's the deal. Here's the thing I have an issue with. If you're gonna lie to me, okay, I don't see the reason to have a conversation.
Just like I did boho before. Well, before the human hair got popular, like we used to do boho with synthetic curls all the time. But yeah, we'll get matted, you know.
Yeah.
One thing that I know unequivocally, without a
I
shadow
remember the
of a
last
doubt,
time my
is true.
friend, she got boho and she ended up using synthetic. And I think it was because her hair color at the time was like copper. And I know that's probably a little harder to find human hair, but yeah.
Not if you have a supplier, but yeah. But like in the stores, yes. In the beauty supply, yeah, definitely wouldn't be able to. Yeah. And then especially like if the person doesn't wear a bonnet, don't really take care of their hair good, right? Get comfortable, just start laying down, you know, and just doing whatever, then it's definitely going to matte. It's just with the synthetic hair, it's hard to bring it back from the matting. The human hair is a little bit easier. Well, it's an opportunity, I'll say. with the human hair, you know.
Right.
You just brush it from the bottom up, and spray some water on it. It usually pop back.
So you don't have to put like any sort of product in it, or you said some leave-in?
You could put some leave-in, or you could put some mousse on it if you want the curls, you know. But for the most part, spray bottle with water, some leave-in conditioner, you're good. Yep. That's all I use. I really just only use water. And that's fine for me. Like, it doesn't get frizzy or anything. So, yeah. Because, you know, you don't want to, like, weigh it down or have it be looking stringy. Like, I don't like when it looks stringy. The leave-in conditioner gives it more volume.
Okay? So I've got you handling your
versus like using a mousse.
Mousse is cool for the hold and like to get rid of frizz.
Oh, okay.
That's what the mousse does. Yeah.
But just a revise.
This ghost that the investigators are talking about
Yeah.
is Jalen.
When you go to jail for the rest of your life,
Hey,
because
doing
you
good.
have
How are you
a
doing?
firearm for a cold-blooded murder. Okay? A cold-blooded murder. So, if you know anything you can tell me about where that gun is so that you can distance yourself from this, I need to know that. Because sitting here telling me you don't know nothing about the gun, that's not going to fly, my man. Okay? Because I know what happened to that gun. Was it still daylight when she left?
Probably like a little bit. Probably something going like probably about to be down. Like crack of dawn.
So Ghost was there when the mama got there. Got home.
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, he left?
Yeah, I tell you when she was doing the walk, literally 5 minutes after she gone, he was gone. I hopped in the shower, I got out, still wasn't there. And it was just like, alright, my mama come back, he still not back. Alright. Say I'm about to come over there, walk to your crib right quick. Alright, walked over there. When I got to him,
Thank you.
Disappeared.
Thank you so much for your
By
support.
saying
I
Jalen
appreciate
was
that.
away from his house for a few hours, Shaman is clearly shifting all the blame onto him, refusing to admit his own role in the murder and never acknowledging that he owns the firearm.
So when he said he's gone, did you think that he's gone like for the night? Like gone?
Nah, cause I knew he was coming. I thought like he was like, go get some blood from the face. So he was like, I'm gone. Cause he already, like we had going the way he did to this party already in motion, like.
Yeah. So for him to leave is weird.
Yeah, ain't no cat like caught me on guard, like, bro, you said you leaving. You not go to a party. What you leaving for? What you doing? I ain't gonna cap. Like, what you leaving for?
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, I don't know. But yeah, I ain't gonna cap. Y'all said he said.
His grandma and granddad stayed there.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, his granddad, he stayed with all them Beamers, all them BMWs.
That's all up.
Despite relentless questioning, Shaman never admits to his role in the murder. However, with Jalen's confession, investigators now have enough evidence to move forward with his arrest.
You're under arrest. You're being charged with murder, robbery, use of a firearm in commission of felony, conspiracy to commit a felony, i.e. murder and robbery. You told your mom that you're not going to be coming home tonight, you've been arrested. Okay? Are there any guns in that house? Are there guns in your house?
Oh, no, there ain't none in there.
Okay. Where is your cell phone in the house?
Should be on my.
You too calm for me.
Okay.
Like they just said you finna be arrested for murder. He already knew.
Investigators conclude that Jalen had messaged Casey that night to buy some drugs, but he had different plans. Something that they addressed in the interrogation with Jalen.
Hey, how are you doing?
You take him to the party with you?
Nah, I didn't take him to a room.
Bro, come on. How did it go? You put it, so you were telling me he was coming at you all aggressive.
Yes.
Okay, but you were there to buy weed from him.
Yeah.
And he thought you ripped him off.
Yes.
So he asked you for the money that you ripped him off last time.
Right? No, he didn't ask me for nothing. He didn't ask me for like the money. He was like he just kept trying to figure out, like was I there?
Okay.
Trying to figure out, did I hit him?
Okay. And so tell me that conversation, because you put a gun barrel to the back of his head and pulled the trigger. One time. 1-2 rounds, one time to the back of his head and pulled the trigger. Lights out, and then left his ass there. So how do we get from y'all are arguing to he got a gun barrel to the back of his head?
Man, like I said, man tried to clutch. He tried to clutch on me.
He tried to grab his gun and you put a gun on the back of his head?
He tried to clutch at me. So I pulled out my gun and I racked. And by the time all this happened,
I don't believe you rap.
I did rap.
He ain't rap.
I did rap.
All right. When you rap, when the round up.
You think any jury in Iowa County is going to believe that you didn't rob this man? Because when I put that picture up on a jury and say, he's the cold-blooded killer. He robbed this man for some weed. Some shit that's about to be legal in the state of Virginia. That's what we're talking about here. We're
That
talking
part.
about weed and a little bit of money. That's cold-blooded murder.
Investigators believe that on the night of the murder, Jalen and Shaman had made plans to get their hands on some drugs. Jalen reached out to Casey, but from the start, the two had no intention of actually paying him for the deal. Instead, they plotted to take everything by force. To set this plan in motion, Shaman handed his firearm to Jalen before he left to meet Casey. Jalen slid into the passenger seat of Casey's car, and at some point during the exchange, he raised the gun and he fired a single shot into Casey's head. In an instant, a teenager's life was gone. Seconds later, Jalen grabbed the drugs and the cash, and the pair went straight to a party, as if nothing had happened, showing not even a shred of concern or remorse for the life that they had just taken over some money and drugs. In May of 2022, 2 years after Casey's murder, Jalen Freeman pled guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 40 years in prison, with 30 years suspended. Shane Wilkerson was found guilty of being an accessory after homicide and received 2 years of supervised probation. If you think this case was horrific, you need to check out my video on the poor mother of 3 that was found in a neighborhood dumpster.
And then I heard her scream, no, it hurts, stop it. And the screaming going on for a few minutes.
I've been cooperative up to this point, and now you're trying to frame murder on me, so.
No, we're not breaking Sharon, what part of we have the whole Blink video are you not understanding?
Maybe she just kind of went over the edge.
In 2020, Gretchen Anthony became so sick that she needs to be hospitalized. But her family had no idea that this was just the beginning of a twisted and shocking case. When no one heard from Gretchen for a few days, they began to fear that she wasn't just sick, she was missing. While investigators began the daunting task of untangling a convoluted web of lies, they never could have expected that the final clue to what actually happened would eventually come from Gretchen herself. In March 2020, 51-year-old Gretchen and her 43-year-old husband, David Anthony, were facing turbulent times. After David lost his job in February, he needed a distraction. Dreaming of distant beaches, David mapped out a solo trip, then packed up his truck. Soon
I think he lied and said she had COVID. That she was in a COVID facility.
While Gretchen stayed behind and worked. Things started to go south on the weekend of March 21st, 2020, when Gretchen told her friends and family she was feeling ill. Over the next few days, things only got worse. According to her messages, she sought medical treatment at a local emergency room and was transported an hour away to a specialized CDC facility in Belle Glade, Florida, after testing positive for COVID. Then her messages stopped completely. Her radio silence for 3 to 4 days left her family feeling worried, and after several unsuccessful attempts to locate her, they called the police for help. When authorities learned of David's travel plans, they knew they had to catch up with him. Of all people, he seemed most likely to offer clues as to Gretchen's whereabouts, and for all they know, she might have been along for the ride. A week after Gretchen first fell ill, David made it to Las Cruces, New Mexico. The red and blue lights in his rearview mirror as officers initiated a traffic stop.
Go ahead and get your hands off the vehicle, please. Hands off the vehicle. Driver! He rolled his window off it. Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up so I can see him. Keep him up for me, please.
David is given minimal information from officers as he's handcuffed and detained.
They
detained for an investigation that's going on in Florida, okay? That's all I know. That's all I can tell you. You're not gonna leave here.
How'd he get all the way to Los Cruces?
Put her on the list.
What? That's Rocky Point, right? How you got all the way there?
Oh no, that's
Oh, that's not Rocky Point?
no, that's
Puerto Vallarta?
in New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexico, okay.
Yes.
Once the detective arrives, he takes David aside to explain what's happening and records the conversation.
That's still far from Florida, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
She's been reported missing.
Oh my geez. Dang.
What makes you believe that?
New Mexico.
Where's this
You
TDC?
gotta go way down to 10.
According to David, he last saw Gretchen last Saturday, the 21st of March, the same day she later started to feel sick.
Have you had any contact with her since? No. No text message or phone calls?
But according to David, things were also a bit off back at home. Recently, their marriage had taken a turn for the worse.
Where does she live at? You live with her?
No. According to David, he and Gretchen had recently separated, and court documents suggest the same, revealing that Gretchen filed for divorce exactly 1 month prior. Even so, things seemed mostly amicable between the two.
When the last time you talked to your wife, you said it was face-to-face, how was that conversation between the two of you? Was it okay?
No argument, very fine. Even though we didn't get along, however, since you had eye things and since how things go. What are some of the things you guys need to get on about? Cheater. Sometimes we date a 5 thinking she's a 10, or vice versa. And then she's all the same with me. You know?
Okay.
After a quick glance in his vehicle, authorities can see Gretchen didn't tag along. So they're hopeful David can at least help shed light on her whereabouts. Unfortunately, David can't offer any more details than her family, but he does leave officers with one last thing. In light of her disappearance, something Gretchen mentioned in their last conversation is now leaving him feeling very unsettled.
This is Y Wigs 18-inch body wave, just a natural color.
She wasn't being in trouble.
Thank you, thank you.
Gretchen's friends and family have a gnawing suspicion that something may not be right.
And we just
Something
use
that goes beyond
3
just her
packs, which
health.
is 150
Text
strands.
seems strange, with a shift in her communication patterns. Gretchen also
For
sent her
a
daughter
natural,
messages about
lightweight
limiting her cell phone
look.
use. Others received texts that she was in and out of consciousness, and doctors were considering a medically induced coma after she experienced partial lung failure. And yet, even when she said she required a ventilator to breathe, she was still able to send texts. Were these strange messages coming from someone else? Were the messages intentional red herrings from Gretchen herself? Only time would tell. It wasn't long before her ex-husband Jeff stopped buying the story altogether.
I found out from a dear friend who's a physician that firstly they don't ship anybody
Yes,
offsite.
doing pretty
Transport
good,
anybody
doing pretty
offsite.
good. 80
There is
degrees
no
outside.
CDC, or coronavirus task
Almost
force facility.
done. I got the podcast
And any
tonight,
patients
so
that are, presenting
do
signs
the
of
podcast and then
coronavirus are treated
relax
at
a
the
little
hospital.
bit.
That seems awfully fishy to me. You know, there's smelling rats left and right.
Another
But it was
beautiful
no
day
secret that Gretchen has been under tremendous pressure lately.
that God has
Between the
made.
divorce with David and other personal issues, it seemed possible that Gretchen just snapped. This prompts police to extend their search to both Gretchen
Oh
and David's
no,
property.
18
Unfortunately for
degrees.
David, after speaking with the detective,
I don't
the
miss
New
those
Mexico
days,
authorities
friend.
executed a
Ugh.
search warrant for David's truck and phone. Because he answered all of their questions and there's no evidence that he has any idea where Gretchen might be, the authorities let him go. However, he's now on foot without access to his vehicle, which has been taken into custody, leaving him stranded in the streets of Las Cruces, New Mexico with his husky, Cody. With David released, authorities continued looking for Gretchen. As there was no sign of her with David, they turned back to Florida. There they gained access to her home to perform a welfare check.
I bet it do. I don't miss it. But I miss my family though.
But as soon as they get to the garage, What they find, which will soon be revealed, suggests something darker may be at play. In the meantime, they obtain a search warrant, moving carefully from room to room as they comb for clues in this strange case. Right off the bat, a few things stand out as potentially strange. They find a fallen picture frame in Gretchen's upstairs hallway and shattered glass in her bedroom. But some of the most valuable evidence authorities would find.
This is her hair. And adding the curly pieces at the bottom like this, and adding the curly pieces on the braid.
Storage. By now it's clear that Gretchen has turned off her phone location completely. Although she was an active user of the Life 360 location app, she was no longer available to her contacts, including her daughter. Looking for answers, police turned to her neighbors and began knocking on doors. What they found out only increased their suspicions.
It's called Miracle Knots.
Yeah, I did notice the white stain.
When Gretchen's sister spoke with another neighbor, she immediately relayed what she learned to the police, something that might explain the unusual stain in Gretchen's driveway.
A woman that lives behind Gretchen, her name is Christy, and I guess she smelled a strong smell of sweet coming from the house.
Though he'd been released in Las Cruces, a Florida detective catches up with David over the phone. He drops a shocking new revelation, explaining that all the inconsistencies in this case are not what they seem. And in addition to her ongoing struggle with COVID, Gretchen was dealing with something far more sinister.
I spoke to Gretchen today.
You spoke with Gretchen today?
She's prepared a statement to give to you.
Okay.
Gretchen is receiving treatment for the COVID virus. Before she contacted the virus, she covered illegal federal tax fraud. She's in communication with OSHA and the Office of Special Counsel as she prepares a whistleblower case. Gretchen's terrified for her life. Someone was sent to the house to her the other weekend.
According to David, Gretchen has never actually been missing. Instead, she's been in hiding, and she's not convinced that everyone in her life is safe. With David still on foot in New Mexico, authorities hope he hasn't gotten far. For 3 days, they catch a lucky break. He's spotted outside a local gas station in Las Cruces. This time, the circumstances surrounding his questioning are very different. The same Florida detective David spoke
human
with
hair.
on the phone arrives in
You want to do it on your 11-year-old?
and to deliver shocking news.
You want it on your
Yeah. It is expensive though. The hair is expensive, just to warn you. But you can reuse it. So if she takes care of it or you help her take care of it, you'll be able to reuse it over and over.
Once in custody, authorities explain the situation, but David doesn't stray
I've
from what he
reused
told the
mine 6
detective on the
times
phone.
before, so you'll be able to take advantage of that. I use white wigs,
For your arrest.
and then depending on like what pattern you want for your daughter, you can look on their website and see, but they got a lot of different options.
She's alive. I want you to understand that. And what's most important to us right now is to find out where she is. Yeah, I'd like to be able to tell you where she is. But I don't have that information. I have to ask her.
Detectives don't want to reveal all their cards just yet, but they're about to share a disturbing story that they stumbled upon by pure chance.
And we gathered a lot of information that I'm sure you're not aware of. There was a neighbor that heard the entire incident on Saturday morning at 6:30. Who was across the way? I want you to think about that real quick. What incident? The incident that occurred at Gretchen's home. You need more information.
In a stroke of luck, police uncovered a shocking piece of evidence as they canvassed Gretchen's neighborhood. A woman approached them, unprompted, with a chilling recollection.
Because on Saturday morning, I guess it was Saturday because of the pictures, but I heard, I was asleep upstairs in my room, and I heard a really serious woman scream, just screaming, like she was being attacked. And then I heard her scream, no, and then I heard something about it hurts, stop it.
As the witness walks the officer around the back alley to point out where these screams came from, she adds one more chilling detail.
The screaming it went on for for a few minutes.
Okay.
It wasn't like, that's why I thought maybe it was kids, but there wasn't nobody was yelling help. Like,
Okay.
nobody was yelling help, which is why they called the police.
And as police later learned, this split-second decision may have changed everything.
Well, they didn't say help, so you didn't call the police, but you heard screaming like something was bad happening.
There's a neighbor who observed her driveway covered in a bleach or cleaning product, drenched coming out of the driveway, coming down the driveway and out of the garage. What does that have to do with me? You don't know anything about that? So I'm asking. Okay.
According to a recorded tip called in by another neighbor, all of these strange pieces of evidence may be adding up to an alarming truth. On the call, the man explains to an officer that his security camera picked up something strange in the neighborhood around 5:45 a.m. last Saturday, the day that Gretchen supposedly went missing.
Right now, I was, told like look for a black pickup truck.
No, I can't do finger waves.
Came by like early in the morning.
I used to do them back in 99, 2000.
And this wasn't the only sighting of a black pickup in Gretchen's neighborhood on the morning she seemed to vanish. The woman who heard screaming noises near Gretchen's home also noticed a pickup truck parked outside her house, and she took photos. The truck appeared to be David's, which meant that he may actually be one of the last people to see Gretchen before her disappearance. While this doesn't prove anything, it certainly raises red flags. But when the detectives confront David with this possibility, he drops hints that something far more sinister is at play.
Who saw your truck?
Were you at Gretchen's residence last Saturday? It's 3:30 in the morning. She told me to sell my vehicle, so I did. I'm asking you to be truthful with us.
Instead, David leaves detectives with a strange comment to untangle.
This is like, do you know what deep pockets here? You know, there's a lot more to this than most. You know, deep pockets. I love and care for her. Okay. And part of that's got me in this position now, but I'll, protect her. She's in the way.
At this very moment, police aren't buying David's story. They know much more than they're letting on. And in due time, they'll reveal it to David. They're hopeful that when they finally reveal the shocking evidence they've been collecting behind
It's
the scenes,
6:22 now. Started about
the
1:30.
truth will finally come out. For
So
now, David's
5
story
hours.
takes a drastic turn.
I got 2 more braids left, so yeah, for 5 hours.
She likes drugs. At one point, she mentioned she's like seen 22 guys. And then she got nervous. You have to, you have to chase in the car, right? You get that. You get that, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, and if you have the phone, unlock your phone, you'll see,
So why do you have the phone?
Before authorities tracked David down, they tried to find Gretchen's phone. And as long as it stayed on, their efforts worked.
Yeah.
On a recorded
Yeah, not
call, the
bad.
police discussed
Not bad
their
for the length of her
findings,
hair, you
and
know
it
what I
doesn't
mean?
take
So
long before the reality of this situation begins to sink in. Nothing they've been told so far can be taken as fact.
I pinged her phone, and it's showing in Gulf Breeze, Florida, as of 12:15 p.m. today. And that's probably when she turned up her phone.
Where?
Gulf Breeze, Florida, it's by Pensacola.
Really?
Instead of turning up at a local hospital where Gretchen was allegedly seeking help, her phone pinged at a location over 8 hours away. In the interrogation room, David stumbles to provide an explanation.
I have her phone. Well, she had her phone. So she was traveling with me. Traveling to El Paso.
and then what? You dropped her off in El Paso with COVID?
What car was she driving?
Like I said, I'm going to protect her and her whereabouts because everyone can be bought. And as much as I know you guys are doing your job, I don't know. I've seen the other end of manipulation of information to skew and or to try to shape an objective. And so
Yet when Gretchen's family went to the local hospital looking for her, they noticed something that made the cell phone evidence of her whereabouts even more unusual. Her car was parked outside the hospital, and her purse was still inside it. Detectives also discovered footage of David attempting to pawn what appeared to be Gretchen's jewelry at a shop in Pensacola, Florida.
So going back to Saturday morning, were you at her home Saturday morning? You said you saw my vehicle there, so. I'm asking you, I understand what you're asking, but you, like I said, she's been there to, so, okay.
So what happened after you got to her house?
You saw my vehicle there, so. It's between me and her.
No, it's not between you and her no more because she's missing. I don't think they ever found her.
Others are. While he uses his marriage as
Yeah,
a
I'm in
strong
Arizona,
excuse to
Phoenix.
shut down, authorities are flooded with tips on a dedicated hotline. As they sort through information, however, any evidence of Gretchen's alleged whistleblower case just isn't surfacing. If there was anyone who meant to do her harm, they were hiding it well. That is, until
Thank
police
you.
receive a tip that stopped them in their tracks. While people close to Gretchen begin to suspect that David might somehow be involved in her disappearance, a conversation with Gretchen's ex-husband offers something much more valuable than rumors. Gretchen's own words. And they had nothing to do with a high-profile court case. Thankfully, this wouldn't be the last time that, against all odds, Gretchen was able to speak for herself. Just days before she mysteriously disappeared, Gretchen sent a text to her ex regarding their daughter. In a call, Jeff reads it to police.
March 19th at 8:44 a.m. Please do not take calls or allow David to see me. He's in a state of mania. He just got out of jail, and I'm afraid he might try to see her before he leaves for Costa Rica. He is bipolar in a state of mania. He doesn't know what he's doing. Not that that's an excuse, but it scares me because I don't know what he's capable of.
While David was known to his family to be bipolar, they also insisted he didn't have a violent bone in his body. But according to Gretchen's close friend,
Y'all see what it is. Let's braid.
after a terrifying accident.
David was underneath the car working on the car. He had it lifted up. The car fell off the lift and on his head. The ambulance had to come, and he was in the hospital for a long time. It was a very serious head injury. Gretchen, and then even Gretchen's sister said to me that David was never the same after that mentally.
If David suffered from traumatic brain injury during this alleged accident, that could potentially
I usually
explain
get
recent
new
changes in
tools
behavior.
every week, so.
Please tell me if it's recorded. Please tell me if it's recorded. Now, you're probably really no expectation of privacy. Routine. What's that? Routine.
Thank you so much.
No, I totally feel like that. And it's towards your own. Not here in the police department. There's really no expectation of privacy.
Authorities segue into David's past, which included 2 recent incidents with police. David explains that the first incident occurred when he was detained after having what he called a spiritual experience during a wellness seminar in a local shopping mall. When staff asked him to leave for disrupting the event, things took a turn.
And then I leave and I go sit on the sidewalk outside. And mall security comes, and then Broward County Sheriff had like a whole, they got like a whole unit, wherever that is. And so they show up, and they said that I was claiming I was gonna kill myself, and like just making up things.
According to David, a simple misinterpretation by police led to a Baker Act detention, which is a temporary mental health hold in the state of Florida.
And then 3 weeks after that, I'm at Public Shores, and I get detained, and like this is like 3 weeks after the Broward County thing, so when I get detained, I just go through the crowd. Yeah.
David explains that after realizing his dog was still in the vehicle with no air conditioner, he stood up to roll down the windows, and before he knew it, police descended on him.
Did we deal with you previously sleeping in this vehicle out at like the 7-Eleven?
I have my medical records. I'll give you
I'm
my.
asking you a question, so I'm not asking for your medical.
No.
Because your dog looks familiar.
No, I just got my 6 weeks ago.
What were you trying to grab out of that car?
When I had to body slam myself into the car to get you out.
I was just scared.
No, you weren't.
I was.
I literally had to body slam myself into your car to drag you out.
Yes, he loves humans. He loves females. His name's Kobe. Okay.
What's in the black bag that's in the center console of the car?
I need a counsel. I need legal counsel. You don't want to talk? All right.
This is Body Wave. And 3 packs, which is 150 strands.
What's the name? On the ground, and I went to cuff you. You thought because I was 5'2", you could jump up and get in the car. Little did you know, I
Ask him, is the owner of this car with?
I got you out of the car because you thought you were being slick.
I was in the car. I was on the ground. Right, officer? This officer was... Hey, my man, you just exercised your right to be quiet, right? That's smart, man. You do it.
I was like trying to solicit some 15-year-old girls, and I was nervous and sweaty, and
David makes an accusation about those very same police officers.
then they were talking about how they would use Photoshop to make the bruises on their pictures look worse.
But body camera footage from the incident suggests there may have been more at play. During that incident, when the responding officer approached David earlier that night, he noticed tape altering his license plate, which David claimed was from his stepdaughter playing around.
Kids, what do you do? You okay?
Not really. No, don't take anything out of your car. Don't take anything out of your car, sir. 7094. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Sit down right there. Do not move. When I tell you not to get something out of your car, you don't get anything out.
As the first officer waited for backup to arrive, David continued to ignore his instructions, eventually leading to an arrest after the lady officer, quote, had to body slam herself in his car.
Detain him.
Get out! No, get out!
Turn around.
Thank you so much.
All right. Drop it! Drop it! Whatever it is, drop it! Drop it! All right. I was worried about a gun. He kept going in the car. I almost shot him.
I'll do everything you said.
I almost shot him.
I'll do whatever you say.
According to court records, this charge was later reduced to resisting arrest without violence. Detectives looked to David's family to fill in the gaps, and when they show up on his mother's doorstep, she admits he's had some struggles lately.
As God is my witness, he's never hurt anybody or beat anybody. He's only been maybe,
Yeah, it is.
you know, destructive maybe with, you know, throwing something, or not at you, but just like beating on something. Still not put it worse. I think she finally did, because she stuck it out as long as she could, and she was trying to help him.
According to friends and family, Gretchen was the primary breadwinner in the relationship, and she supported David through his mental health issues and lapses in employment. During a phone call with police, one friend explains the dynamic.
That he was always on her for money, because he has none.
But eventually, enough was enough. And it seems that David had come up with a plan recently that...
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. And I hope you have a blessed rest of the day. Talk to you in a minute.